Yo, chat, welcome back to another epic video. Alright, chat, so, today, we're gonna be making a new type of video, alright? This time is reacting, so let's just search up disturbing. So, yeah, like, what the fuck? Head exploded on TV. Is that even physically possible? Alright, just head sniped on TV. Okay, buddy. We get disturbing moments caught on cameras. I bet, Chaz. Look at this one.
California alert. This is a specific message for women who serve time at CIW Chowchilla or Valley State.
Bro. Oh, fuck no, bro. You see, if I saw this in my window, chat, not gonna lie, I'm pulling out a Glock 17 and shooting these guys. For specific reasons, fuck this, bro. This is not normal. Who goes up to your window in some purge-looking ass clown suits at like 4 a.m.? So, chat's video contains stories and imagery. So if you guys have any type of, issues, don't watch this video. Alright? I warned you. Okay, buddy. Okay.
It was August 13th, 2020, in Lancaster, California. Late that night, a security camera at an apartment complex recorded a man dragging a large bag across the property. The footage, recorded by some—
Oh, nah, bro. Nah, man. If I saw this motherfucker on my window, I'm calling the cops immediately.
door camera shows him pulling it along the ground and eventually moving out of frame. The footage itself wasn't particularly alarming at the time, so no one really gave it much attention. But it would end up being crucial for an investigation into one of the most disturbing recent home recordings.
The man in the bag. I think it's on my 9:30.
The man seen in that footage was Josimar Cabrera. He was originally from Peru and had moved to the United States with
no way this nice, innocent man does something.
His wife, Sheila Gutierrez Rosillo, and their 3 children. Like many families, they came looking for stability and a better future, eventually settling in Lancaster, California, where they lived together in an apartment complex along Lancaster Boulevard. To people around them, they looked like a normal family trying to build a life. They were raising their children, living in a residential area, and keeping to themselves. But according to Sheila's family, things inside the home were very different. Her mother, Helga Rosillo, later said that Sheila had been dealing with domestic abuse, both physical and—
I think so far, what's going on here, the first family looked kind of normal.
verbal. She had also confided in neighbors that he was abusive, and close friends and
So this motherfucker's abusive?
relatives would also say that Sheila had been talking about leaving the relationship, as she was planning to ask for a divorce, and that she intended to file a criminal report against Josimar. Sheila had been in constant contact with her mother, and had only recently video called her during this time. According to her mother, Josimar was listening to their call and appeared angry. Sheila later called—
That's creepy. That's mad weird, bro. Mad fucking weird, bro. That is just like listening to someone's call?
her again to say she was taking her children to the park. This was the last time they ever spoke. When her mother tried to call her again sometime later, there was no response. Messages went unanswered, and no one could get in touch with her directly. Her mother reached out to Josimar to ask where Sheila was. He told her that immigration authorities had detained her, but when other family members began asking the same questions, his explanation started to change. Some were told that Shayla had left him for another man. Others were told that she had been involved in an accident. He refused to give details, and no one was able to confirm any version of the story. As the days passed, it became clear that different members
so what's going on with the kids?
of the family were being told different things. With no contact from Shayla and no consistent explanation for her disappearance, the family reported her missing on August 12th. As the investigation got underway, authorities in Los Angeles County began focusing on the apartment complex where Shayla lived with Josimar and their children. Detectives looked through the surrounding area and started reviewing any available surveillance footage, hoping to piece together a clearer timeline of what had happened. That's when they found footage from the apartment complex itself. The video showed Josimar dragging a large object across the property, wrapped inside what looked like a large piece.
Wow. This sick motherfucker killed his wife, dragged her across the little neighborhood street, was caught on MTV, house footage, and was arrested.
Material. The recording placed him outside the apartment late at night, moving something heavy away from the unit. Then, on August 13th, members of the Montrose Mountain Search and Rescue Team were sent to search parts of the Angeles National...
Alright, chat, we were just watching this advice. I think there's a gore in this video.
Forest. During that search, they located an object consistent with what was seen in the surveillance footage. That material was later confirmed to contain the body of Shayla Cabrera. From that point on, homicide investigators began trying to locate Josimar, but when authorities went back to the apartment complex to find him, no one was home. He was already gone. In the days following Shayla's disappearance, he left California with their 3 children and traveled to Mexico City before continuing to Peru. When he arrived in Lima, Peruvian authorities were already aware of the situation. Investigations had been opened in the United States, and there were prior complaints involving physical and psychological abuse. Josimar was questioned after landing, but at that point, there was nothing in place that allowed police to hold him. The extradition process was still being worked out, and to the frustration of Shayla's family, he was released. But just a few days later, Josimar went to Interpol headquarters in Lima and turned himself in. Peruvian National Police took him into custody and placed him in preventive detention. Video released by police showed him in handcuffs, wearing clothing marked with an Interpol insignia.
Get your hair all the way up. Just like that. Grab a hair tie and tie this right at the top. Raise this up.
Around the same time, authorities confirmed that the couple's 3 children had been located in Peru on August 16th and were taken into protective custody. In December, Josimar was flown back to the United States. He arrived at Los Angeles International Airport, where he was taken into custody and booked on suspicion of murder. Prosecutors allege that on August 10th, inside their apartment in Lancaster, he killed his wife with a knife before disposing of her body and fleeing the country with their children. If Josimar is convicted on all charges, he faces a maximum sentence of 26 years to life in
26 years to life? This guy killed his fucking wife.
state prison. As of early 2026, the case remains in the pre-trial phase, with evidence being prepared ahead of court proceedings. That evidence includes the surveillance footage from the apartment complex. The couple's 3 children were later reunited with Shayla's family in Southern California. Her mother, Helga Rachillo, has spoken publicly about the case, saying her focus has been on seeking justice for her daughter, and now that process is still ongoing. It's a disturbing piece of footage, there's no question about that. But recorded and
Oh wow, okay. This one.
This exclusive story was sent in by one of our viewers. The footage was discovered earlier this year on a camera found deep in the woods. What you're about to see is genuinely intriguing. And here's a screenshot of the message he sent. Hi, creator of the Chazoid channel. I found this camera with a video recorded at night in the forest using infrared. It was near my village, Padureni, close to the city of Brașov, Romania. The camera doesn't look very old, but it clearly had been lying in the woods for quite a while. I believe the location in the video is an old forester's cabin, where forest workers once lived with—
Loki better end stream. Loki better end video. I don't have too long. Alright, bye chat, not gonna lie. Peace.